negotiations, then we talked about Daca. And Daca, as you know, I think I got thousands of kids in my district that are Daca, but basically the president said the right things. Then he changed it a little bit, but he did say, at least at that time, he said, we'll have Daca, the Dreamers, and then from there, we'll have some strong border security. And then he said the wall, we can do the wall at a different time, because as you know, there's a lot of us don't want to put the wall and the Dreamers together. We're not going to say, we'll give you the wall if you give us the Dreamers. We don't want to get in that type of negotiations. The next day, as you know, the president changed his mind a little bit. I guess Steve Bannon and the folks, Breitbart and all those are calling him Amnesty Dawn. And so he shifted a little bit, but we need the wall. But I still think that he's talking about maybe putting that and do that as a separate fight. I then get a call from a senator from another state, not from Texas, and he says, hey, President Trump asked me to call you to see if we can get some Democrats that can work something out on the Dreamers. And that basically, I said, well, Senator, before we go any further, I'd like to see what your thoughts are on this, because this might be a short conversation. And he basically said, we'll do a DREAM Act, and then we'll do border security. The wall will fight at a different time. I said, well, good. There's two issues that we got to cover within the DREAM Act, and I want to make sure we're on the same range. And one is, what do we do with the Dreamers? Do you all want to keep them in limbo forever and ever and ever? Or do we have some sort of pathway, where they become citizens, without jumping and all that? And he says, yeah, we've never left anybody in limbo for many years. We've never done that to any group of people. So basically, he said, we got to create some sort of pathway. I said, well, good. We're on the same page. And then the second part, which becomes, and I know there's a big fight among Democrats and Republicans, is do you allow a special case for the Dreamers and the immediate family? Or this is what Republicans' problems, do you bring everybody else that they can bring in, cousins, abuelos, so instead of 800,000, then are you talking about 5 million individuals, or whatever the number might be? So he said, well, maybe we can just focus on the Dreamers and the immediate family and not, allow that. Now that part, I know there's some Democrats, as you know, a couple of my colleagues, 3 Democrats, got arrested at Trump Towers yesterday because they want to have a DREAM Act, no border security, no negotiations that way. Well, and then I think you saw Nancy Pelosi got booed and shot down in Chicago, in San Francisco, by some Dreamers saying we want everything. And if there's anybody that's been fighting, it's been Nancy Pelosi on that. So I say this because we're going to try to do a negotiation. Some people might not be happy because they want to have everything. And then on the other side, you got some people that don't want anything at all. And so we're hoping that we can do something soon on the Dreamers. And I say that because I know there's students here, and I know that in my district, I literally have